She regretted the blind date, until his little daughter walked in and said, "You're the one from Daddy's favorite story." Natalie Harper checked her reflection in the cafe window one more time, wondering why she'd even agreed to this blind date. Her friend Jessica had pushed and pushed to get her dating again after that messy breakup 6 months ago. Finally, Natalie gave in just to shut her up. His name was Ryan. Jessica said he's a single dad, a carpenter, a really sweet guy. "You'll love him," she promised. Single dad? Natalie wasn't sure. That sounded complicated. But here she was, on a snowy December evening, sitting in a cozy cafe, waiting for a stranger who already came with a child. She was already writing her polite escape speech in her head. Ryan walked in 5 minutes late, looking sorry, a little messy, snow on his jacket. He had rugged good looks, kind eyes that crinkled when he smiled, and strong hands that clearly worked for a living. "Natalie, I'm Ryan. I'm so sorry I'm late. My daughter's bedtime ran long, and parking was a nightmare." "It's fine," she said, shaking his hand. They sat. The talk started slow, awkward. Ryan was nervous, tripping over words. Natalie felt her own nerves rising. This wasn't going well. "So, Jessica said you're a carpenter?" "Yeah, I run my own business. Custom furniture, renovations. Not fancy, but I love building things that last." "That sounds nice," she said. "It is. The hours are crazy though, especially with Emma. She's 4. Everything revolves around her. That must be tough, being a single parent." Ryan's face softened. "It has challenges, but Emma is worth every second." Then he got quiet. "How long have you been single?" Natalie asked. 2 years. Emma's mom left when she was 2. Said she couldn't do it. She's never looked back. I'm sorry. For me it hurt. For Emma, she doesn't even remember her. Maybe that's a blessing. The next 20 minutes dragged. Ryan was sweet, but Natalie kept thinking, a kid? This is too much. She was ready to leave. Then Ryan's phone buzzed. He looked, face full of worry. "I'm sorry, it's the babysitter," he answered, listened, eyes wide. "I'll be right there." He stood fast. "Emma woke up crying and won't calm down. She's asking for me. I have to go." "Of course, go," Natalie said, already relieved the date was over. "Can I call you? Try again?" "Sure," she lied. Ryan rushed out. Natalie started gathering her things, feeling guilty but free. Then the door flew open again. Ryan walked back in, carrying a tiny girl in unicorn pajamas, tears on her cheeks, clutching a stuffed rabbit. "I'm so sorry," he said, breathless. "She wouldn't stay with the sitter. I didn't know what else to do." Natalie looked at the little girl. Curly blonde hair, red eyes, scared and tired. Her heart squeezed. "It's okay," Natalie heard herself say. "Sit down." Ryan sat, Emma curled on his lap, face buried in his chest. "Emma, this is Natalie, Daddy's friend. Can you say hi?" Emma peeked out, looked at Natalie, and her eyes went huge. "You're the one from Daddy's favorite story," she whispered. Natalie blinked. "What?" Ryan turned red. "Emma, sweetie. You are." Emma sat up. "The lady with the beautiful hair and the kind smile Daddy always talks about." "Emma, I don't always." "Yes, you do. You tell me every night." Ryan looked like he wanted the floor to swallow him. Emma turned to Natalie, eyes shining. "Daddy never finishes the story. He says he doesn't know the ending yet." Natalie's heart started racing. "What story?" Ryan sighed, defeated. "It's about a carpenter and his little girl who loves stories. One day they meet a woman with beautiful hair and a kind smile, but she's sad. The carpenter wants to make her happy, but he's just a simple guy with sawdust on his clothes and a daughter who needs him. And the lady is scared," Emma jumped in, "because someone hurt her before. But the little girl knows the lady has a good heart," Ryan said softly. Emma pulled out a folded paper and held it out shyly. Natalie took it. A child's drawing, stick figure daddy, stick figure girl, and a woman with long wavy hair. All holding hands under a big yellow sun. I drew what the story looks like, Emma said. That's you? Ryan closed his eyes. Natalie, I'm so sorry. This is way too much. You can go. I totally get it. Natalie stared at the drawing. At this little girl who had been waiting for her before they even met. What if I want to stay? She said quietly. Ryan's head snapped up. What if I want to hear the rest of the story, the ending you haven't written yet? Emma gasped and threw her arms around Natalie's neck. Over the next few months, Natalie became part of their world. Dinners, park trips, bedtime stories where Emma made them take turns reading. Ryan showed her his workshop, beautiful pieces of furniture made with love. I'm not rich, he told her one night. I'll never have a big house or fancy cars. Is that okay? It's more than okay, she said. I've dated rich guys. They had everything except heart. You and Emma have everything that matters. 6 months later, Ryan took her back to the same café. Just the two of them. I finally figured out the ending of the story, he said, sliding a small box across the table. The carpenter was scared too. Scared of loving again. The woman thought she wanted simple and safe, but she needed real. Even when real came with unicorn pajamas and bedtime chaos. He opened the box. A ring. Natalie Harper, will you marry me? Will you be Emma's mom and my wife? Will you let us be your family? Yes, she cried. Yes to all of it. When they told Emma, she jumped and screamed. I knew it! I knew you were the lady from the story! Years later, with a little brother added to the family, Emma, now 9, asked, Mom, do you remember the night we met? How could I forget? You called me out in front of the whole cafe. I just knew, Emma said. Daddy told me that story for so long. When I saw you, I felt safe. Like you were already ours. We were just waiting for you to catch up. Natalie smiled, eyes full. Sometimes the best love stories start with a blind date you almost walked away from. Until a 4-year-old with tear-stained cheeks and a crayon drawing looks at you and says, You're the one we've been waiting for. And suddenly, you know she's right.